Button.
Perfect, perfect. Well, welcome everybody to our Monday weekly team call, especially all the new people that we have on here listening live or on Facebook or catching one of the replays that we're sending out. We're actually recording this as well too, and it will be put, from my understanding, into One Person Big Difference, into one of the sections there, so that we will have them all organized for you to go back tonight. I'm super excited for the information that you're going to get, because I do think that this is one that people will use on a regular basis to go back and learn how to overcome objections and some of the common things that we hear over and over again. So with that, Michelle, take it away.
Yes, welcome again. And if you guys use the chat tonight a lot, because the questions that we're going to ask, you're going to hear answers. You're going to think of something else that might trigger something in somebody else. So please use the chat. And if you're on Facebook, definitely remember to use the Facebook chat there as well. And I will get this here started. So like Sean said, welcome to the Monday night call. And right now I cannot see the chat. So welcome. Before we get into all that, I'm just going to go with what's going on for the week, and I'm going to make it quick because this will be in your Telegram. And FYI, regularly check Telegram. That's where the main communication is, and Facebook, of course, but Telegram is there. Today, I had somebody ask me to add a new person into the One Person Big Difference Telegram group. And unfortunately, there's so many people now that the person has to actually click on the link. I can't add them, so clicking on the link. So how do you find that link? If you go into the Telegram One Person Big Difference app, at the very top, it says pinned. It'll have a pinned post and it'll show the launch guide for our team. So when you open that up and you pull up the launch guide, within that, the last couple of pages will show the information just for the One Person Big Difference family. And within there actually has the link to add your new people into the Telegram group. And this is also in our Facebook group. But I just wanted to remind you of that quick tip. And when you get a new distributor, always know you can just go to that pinned post. Even in Telegram, you can have pinned posts. So super cool. So this week, you guys, or I should say this week and this month, coming up week, is education on the new products that are coming out. I know everybody's jacked up, so put these times into your phone, put it into your alarms, do all of that good stuff. And then Canada, of course, stay tuned for all the good stuff for you guys as well. That is going to be amazing. Oh, here, text LFVN 76076. If you can't see that now, I'll send this out afterwards so that you don't miss out on these products and trainings, you guys, okay? All right, Success Mastery, we have this every week, every Saturday, you guys, at 11 o'clock Central, 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific, 12 Eastern. This one is going to be for an hour with Bert, Emilio, and Dave. Always go. It's part of the system of what we do, and it is always magic. Every Tuesday, the company has an opportunity call. These are now full-on opportunity calls, you guys. Tomorrow night, Miss Tara Wilson, Elite Pro 9, always brings the fire. She's incredible with the product. She's incredible with the business. So go there, invite your people, tee her up. If you need education on exactly who she is, get with your team and say, who is she? Tell me more so that I can edify her. And she will just do a marvelous job and go over everything. So that's that. This Wednesday, we have got the incredible Stephanie and Marilyn Moser that are going to be doing a full opportunity meeting Wednesday at 8:30 Central. So this will be powerful on the product, and then Marilyn will bring it home. She'll talk on the product as well, but she'll just share on the business as well, what this has done for her and their family. Powerful meeting. Virtual EA. Who is signed up? Put in the chat. Who is signed up for Elite Academy in July? Yes or yes. Put it in the chat. If you're not, get it done tonight, you guys. You can still get this bundle. You guys can still get this bundle and get your EA ticket for free. Okay, and then you're going to get some of these dry brushing. And those of you that know me know I am obsessed with dry brushing. Why? Google dry brushing and see the benefits, and you'll become obsessed. So make sure that you are registered for that. Put an eye out there, and we have Success Mastery again. It looks like we are awesome. Subscribe. Daily Wellness. Who in the chat is loving their daily wellness? If you already have any sort of testimony, I didn't know that I would have any I don't care if I have any testimony because I know that it's working. The science is there, but we are getting people already talking about their allergies and their sinuses, which is super, super cool. So many people loving that they're not having to take pills, that they get to drink it. And I mix it with my Axio and sometimes my prebiotic. Anyway, it's super cool. So there we go. So tonight, like Sean said, we're going to go over questions that, are the common top 20 questions that we get on a regular basis. When you do a third party call or you bring a guest to a third party call, or you're a brand new person. If you're new out there, these might be things that came up, as hesitations or questions that maybe you had. And so this is so great to just hear the answers. And again, a loving reminder, what is our system? Invite, tool, team. The team is magic. When somebody gets a question like this, you say, that is an incredible question. Let me get Susan here and just dial it up. Let me get Marisa. I'm just looking at, let me get Dawn. So I can't see the chat, but I can see some smiley faces. So anyway, we're just going to go through these quick, you guys, and it will be pretty quick because we want to respect time. But let's just start. Maybe I should take this off so I can actually see faces. So Sean, Poe, talk to me, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can leave it up, that's awesome. But
okay.
Do what you need to do. It's okay too, because I think this will be helpful for people to go back to and see the visual of what we're talking about as we're going. They were just laughing because I put in there, some of these aren't questions, but statements. But these are really the top 20 things that we see over and over again that people ask or say as objections. So I'm going to take a couple of them, and then we have a couple ladies in here. Since I'm pretty succinct and very short with my answers, they're going to add on any of the stuff that I miss out on. So let's start it off with the top one: too expensive. You guys, anybody ask me if this is too expensive? One of my first questions, and asking or answering somebody's question with a question sometimes is good as well too. So you can say just simply compared to what? And you can ask the question, how much would you be willing to spend on your health? You could say something like, for $5 a day, you could actually get our Tri-Synergizer. And if price is still an objection, you can tell them for right around $1 or a little over $1 per day, you can take our flagship product, Protandim NRF2. Next one, I don't know anybody. At times I feel like I don't know anybody else either, but what I find is that even through just social media alone, all the people I'm connected to is crazy. Or you could use something like, we've got a very simplistic way through our launch guide that's going to help you create this list. It's a memory jogger to activate your mind thinking about people you might not be thinking about right now. Or, the contacts within your phone are a great way to just start that database and seeing who you know. I'm not a salesperson. I would say, great. We're not necessarily looking for salespeople. I'm not a salesperson either. Not FDA approved. Again, I would exclaim, yes, I'm so thankful that it's not FDA approved. Have you seen drug commercials lately and what they say for the last half of that commercial? The FDA's responsibility with supplements or nutraceuticals is actually to ensure consumer safety if there is a concern. They never approve supplements or nutraceuticals. Okay, ladies, what did I miss?
So thank you so much. And FYI, my mouse to control things is not working right now. So just know that if I need to move anything or mute anything, I apologize. We have Tanya Sheldon, Elite Pro 7, Tanya Sheldon, and Elite Pro 8, Miss Marisa Maggio Harrelson here. And if there's anything else that they think of, we also have them share a couple things. But one of the things that I thought about too, Sean, when you said too expensive. So one thing that, we talk about all the time is, people will say, well, would you like to learn how you could get it for free? Right. And so there's so many different ways that they could be doing that. They could get the customer referral program. They could absolutely be doing that. But also as a distributor, you guys, in a sense of expanding their mind of, showing them the possibilities of what the business can actually do for them. And people, you guys, get into the business by pre-selling product, Believe it or not, they do. They'll have a meeting, they'll pre-sell the product and share it with people. And then they'll also, some people, you guys, have truly, Elite Pro 9 Greg Deeker sold a tree to start this business. So we just have to think bigger and really get to the core of their why as to why it's too expensive. Marisa or Tanya, sorry, I can't see because I don't have my mouse.
Oh, that's okay. Are we on 5?
So anything else that you wanted to say on number 2, 3, 4?
You know, I would just say, you know, we're glad you're not a salesperson. No one wants to be sold. We're here to educate you so that you can make your own decision. You know, we're here to give you information. So that's something that I really do. And I think people care more about how much you care about them, and as opposed to, you know, just selling them. Not FDA approved is great. That's awesome. You know, when things are not FDA approved, because when they're FDA approved, there's a side effect. This is a superfood salad in a pill, basically, our flagship product, superfood salad in a pill. And I don't know anyone I mean, think of it, there's 7 billion people in the world, and think about how many people don't know about Lifevantage. There's so many ways that we can show you how to meet people. You know, if you like people, we can show you how to meet people. So that's a training in itself.
Absolutely. And then when anybody says they don't know anybody, one of the first things that I'll do is I'll ask the new person, or, you know, or any of us when we feel like we run out, I'll say, let's get out your phone, right? Go through all the A's, go all through the B's and the C's. And then it's an awareness of, oh my gosh, I know more. I mean, I did this with somebody recently who had 200 to 300 names in their phone. And, you know, many of you might have a lot more than that. And we came out with a list of at least 50 more people for them. So it is really cool when you start, you know, tailoring it down, and then also going through the memory jogger. You guys, is magic. The brain just opens up into new things there.
Love the memory jogger. And on too expensive, I just like to say expensive to what? That's what Carrie Dickey taught me. Expensive to what? Your health? It's kind of hard to put a price tag on your health. Sometimes people will not even think about what they pay for at a fast food restaurant, right? They'll just drive in, and this is an investment in your health. And I just say, yeah, sometimes it is an investment in your health, but wellness care is a lot cheaper than sickness care.
Awesome. Okay. So it's Tanya, I'm really sorry because I can't see you because we've got this up on the screen. So number 5, I want to get an okay from the doctor, or I want to get an okay from the doctor, or what if a doctor says no?
Tanya, you want to grab this one?
Yeah, my just take on this real quick is, you guys, when I first started in the beginning, like this would freak me out, and it stressed me out having to think that I had to know the answer to like every single objection. And what I've since learned is the more I take the time in the beginning to get to know them and ask a lot of questions like I'm a consultant instead of selling them or a salesperson, the less I have to handle any of these. And then if I do have to handle any of these, that's where third party comes in, because especially if you want them to be a business builder, for them to say, I can't do what you do, then it's easy for you to turn it back on them and say, what is it that I just did that you feel you can't do? So the simpler you've kept it, the better that it is. And the more that you know their situation, the more that you can come at it from compassion instead of looking at them as a prospect. Again, like being unattached to the result, but saying, look, you shared with me, I understand where you say this might be too expensive, but what you just stated to me, what are you willing to do to take care of that? I understand that money is tight, but what you just explained to me, what are you willing to do to take care of that? Like, you just really letting them know that you're there to help them. The more that you can handle it on the front end and really be a compassionate person, the easier these objections are I think are going to be in the long run.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And in regards to, I want to get an okay from the doctor, you know, just doesn't say anything. You know, so many times you guys, doctors don't know. They don't know Nerf 2, right? And that's okay. So we go there and educate them. Sean,
And I would add in on number 5, the doctor okay is I would ask them, is there any reason I shouldn't, as opposed to should I take this? Because then they actually have to do a little bit more investigation to give you an actual reason why it wouldn't be good for you to be taking. Number 6 is negative things on the internet. You guys, there's all sorts of information on the internet. There's good stuff, bad stuff. You can find out that the world is flat and we've never arrived on the moon before if you wanted to on the internet. So what I would challenge somebody to do is to look for information from the proper source. And I would say that Harvard, Texas Tech, Ohio State University, and everything on PubMed.gov is way more reputable than a doctor on a blog that we don't know truly who it is or what their background is, or what kind of beef that they have with network marketing. So go where the doctors and researchers go if you want to do your due diligence on this on the internet. Number 7, I don't want to bother my friends and my family. You guys, this is an absolute gift to people. How would you feel if your friends or family came back to you in 2 years from now and they needed this in their life, either for a health reason or a business reason, and you never shared it with them? So that's what I would say is when you see this as a gift, you're going to want to share it with the world, and it is never bothering anybody. We're out to educate people to make the proper choice for themselves. Number 8, I want to try it first before the business. Some people, absolutely, they want to see what it does for them. But again, we know, especially with Protandim NRF2, our flagship product, not everybody's going to have an outward feeling of what it does for them in a short period of time. But what we do know is it's clinically shown to be effective 100% of the time in reducing oxidative stress. And we want to be proactive with our health instead of reactive. So even if you don't feel something, it is working inside your body. Is this a pyramid scheme? What do you know about pyramid schemes? Or what do you call a pyramid scheme? Because in business, when there is a true product or service being exchanged, it's not a pyramid scheme. And that's what we do is we have a direct to consumer model, very similar to what Amazon does. And I'm sure you've ordered stuff off of Amazon before that shows up at your door. We just cut out the middleman instead of stocking it on the shelves of places. Number 10, I already take too many supplements. Oh my gosh, tell me about that. What are you taking supplements for? You obviously see value in being healthy. You know, what kind of things are you taking? And then another answer to that would be this actually is not a supplement. These products are intended to activate the pharmacy inside of our body by upregulating and downregulating different genes. Very, very different than consuming something to supplement something that you're deficient in. So that's the next 5. See, I can get these off in about 30 seconds each or less.
No, and you're doing great. I'm sitting here thinking, you know what, we should next time that we do this, we'll maybe do 5 and focus on those 5, and then we can go through it because we do want to respect time. We know there's more calls right after this. So Sean, if you guys are all good, maybe we'll have Sean keep going. And those of you with extra comments on what else that you would say beyond that, comment in the chat to get more of even a benefit. And I just want to say too, on the whole doctor thing, you guys, when you go to the doctor and you can ask them, is it okay for me to lower my oxidative stress? If they say yes, voila. Okay. Sorry, Sean, you got the other question?
Yeah, and I see some coming in the chats. That's awesome. Definitely put that in there as well. So number 11, my family says I'm crazy to do this. You know what? My family's told me I've been crazy for a long time, and that's okay. The reality is that this isn't for everybody, and I'm very cognizant of that. I think it's an absolute no-brainer. You should integrate the products into your health strategy. The business side isn't for everybody, but what I do know is this. When this profession is done right with the right people and the right products, it's one of the most amazing ways to do business. And I don't know anything else in my life that has happened that could have transformed absolutely everything in my life the way that this has. Number 12, I don't feel anything. You know, naturally, when people are taking this, some people do feel things, some people don't, depending on what's going inside of your body. My wife, for example, she had tremendous results that there were various things that she could point to that changed. Myself, I was in my mid-30s when I first started taking it. There wasn't anything that I was expecting it to do other than be proactive in my health and an insurance policy against things that I didn't want to have happen down the road because of oxidative stress. Why haven't I? And actually, I'll go one step further on the I don't feel anything. A doctor in Idaho once told me, he said, it's the same thing as changing the oil in your car. You don't feel a change in your car at 3,000 miles or 5,000 miles because your oil is dirty. But I promise you this, you leave your oil dirty for long enough, it's going to do damage to your car. And it's the same thing with our bodies. So this is help getting that pharmacy opened again, whether you feel it or you don't. It works 100% of the time in reducing oxidative stress. Why haven't I heard of this before if it's so great? You've probably heard about some of the things that this actually does, or maybe some of the ingredients that are in our flagship product line, Protandim. We're hearing more and more about biohacking. We're hearing more about activating these different pathways, but they aren't necessarily saying the pathways. I think down the road, instead of you being one of the first people to know and understand what these products are doing, it's not going to be if people are upregulating or downregulating genes. It's going to be how they're doing it, how they're activating their body in a proactive way, naturally without drugs. Why isn't my doctor telling me about this? The same as 13, you guys. We're so ahead of the curve on what's going on here. Most doctors, when they went to medical school, they didn't know about these pathways, and there aren't a lot of drugs that activate these pathways either. And that's a lot of the education that doctors get on different new technologies is as drugs come out, they spend billions, literally billions of dollars educating medical professionals on what they are. So I think in the future, doctors will absolutely know about all of this and how you can upregulate and downregulate these different genes and pathways. I can buy it on Amazon. You guys, I am a big proponent of buying things on Amazon, but the last thing that I want to buy off of Amazon is anything I'm going to consume. If you're not buying it directly from the company, you don't know what is in it or where it's coming from. And our products are specifically designed to not go through sales channels like Amazon or eBay. And you're kind of flipping the coin or rolling the dice every time you put something in your body from Amazon. They actually have statements out there that there's a huge market of knockoff products on there. And although you might want to buy a Gucci purse or a Gucci belt that could be a knockoff, I promise you, you don't want to do that with things that you're consuming. So go from the only place that you can get it and know that you're getting a money back guaranteed product, and know what's in the product is direct from the company or from a distributor within Lifevantage. Let's see here. I don't have health issues. Why should I take it? That's the absolute perfect time to start integrating these into your health strategy. You guys, these are designed to keep your body doing what it's doing. So if it's already functioning properly, we want to maintain that for as long as possible so that you aren't dealing with things down the road that could have been potentially avoided. If I could only buy one thing, what would it be? Flagship product, Protandim NRF2. If you could only integrate one of these products into your health strategy, there's so much science behind this on what it does inside of the body. And again, it's been clinically shown to work 100% of the time, and 100% of people taking it, reducing oxidative stress. So I would start there, and then over the course of time, as you can, I would integrate more things into your health strategy. I don't have enough time. I would ask a question back. What are you going to do in the next couple of years to change that statement? Because if you don't have a plan now, I promise you, in a couple of years from now, you're going to be in the same boat. Another thing that you can say on this one is, how much time do you think it's going to take? Because realistically, we teach people how to build this in the nooks and crannies of their life. 19, is this one of those businesses where only the people the top make all of the money. Funny thing is when I was in Citigroup, you know who made the most money? The people at the top. I was never going to make more money than the CEO or the vice presidents ahead of me. I was on a certain linear pay scale based on where I was in the company. In this type of business model, you can actually out earn the people above you, and you can make more money than the corporate executives that are running the company itself. 20, I can't see, Michelle.
It was, what will my friends think?
What will my friends think? Here's the reality. People are going to judge you all the time. And if you want something to change in your life, you have to be willing to make a change in yours. And I promise you, your friends are probably not the ones that are paying your bills or making sure that you have enough time in your life to do the things that you want to do. So one thing that we definitely teach people how to do is how to do this in a way that they don't ruin friendships, and they can build their business along the way. And if you do this right, your friends will actually want to know how they can do this with you. Okay, that's it. 20 and 20.
Awesome, Shampoo. You guys, sorry, we were like, oh, we're gonna get some girl feedback, because girls get a little more into deep stuff. But he's so quick and concise, and for time, Sean, thank you. Sorry, Tanya and Marisa, that we didn't go even more depth, but with time, so good. We'll do this again, you guys, and give us feedback on what other questions that you have and how can we help you so that you feel even more bulletproof. But remember, your team is here to answer those questions with your group. So I'm going to hand it over real quick to Miss Marisa. She has just an incredible woman that we are going to be inspired by and learn from, and then we will end the call and have an incredible week ahead. So Miss Marisa, take it over.
I want to introduce Kim Fisher. Kim, you got to get a little closer to the screen so we can see you, love. Kim is in Scottsdale, Arizona. We met through social media. She joined the business a couple of months ago, but really started getting going right after Elite Academy. And within that time frame of Elite Academy to today, she's gotten 5 customers, so the 5 for 500. And she's really excited about it. She's asking all the questions, she's connecting and really plugging into the system and the calls. And that's really what it takes. So Kim, thank you for saying yes. And she's a Pilates instructor, a personal trainer. She's a big Joe Dispenza follower or student of the Joe Dispenza practices, goes to the retreats, and is just really passionate about health as her own health journey. So Kim, thank you for saying yes, and take it away. Just, what is getting you going? Why are you so passionate? And what is your vision?
Okay, thanks, Marisa. Hi, everyone. Why am I so passionate about Lifevantage? I will say it's the products. I'm a yes person, so I say yes to a lot, and I've never been exposed to products like this. And of course, it was Marisa's enthusiasm when I met her, and she shared it with me with the PowerPoint presentation. And also, it's the wonderful peeps. I'm new to the area, and this is a great way to meet people who are up to something. And that's been a joy also. And as far as the 500 Club, so what I did was, first of all, I call Marisa or text her all the time and ask her for coaching, and I do exactly what she tells me to do. So I had to put aside my fear, because that was that's pretty big sometimes when approaching people. And but then as I went and did it, you just get in the flow, or I got in the flow, and I just keep going. And then I got more excited and more passionate about it, and that's how it happened. So in my vision is, I'm also a health coach, and I've always been in fitness since the Jane Fonda days. And I have a vision for a healthy, empowered world, and especially nowadays. And that's what I want to be a contribution to.
I love that, Kim. And one of the things I'm going to say is, you guys, community is we expose the product, right? We share the product, we promote to event, and we build community. And even though we're building socially, like via Zoom, she came over last week And when she left, she texted me and she said, "Oh my gosh, I just loved being with you, and I felt that as long as I stay connected like that, it just gave me so much more confidence." And so I would just tell everybody, work with somebody, lock arms with them. Don't do this by yourself. Have an accountability partner. It's really important. And stay plugged into your upline or someone that is doing the business, that's successful with the business, and do what they say.
Amazing. Thank you guys. Congratulations, Kim. It's been so fun to see you on Zooms and whatnot lately, even more. And again, yes, stay connected, plugged in. When you are in the flow, the magic happens, right? Motion creates emotion, and it's just beautiful. And being coachable, Miss Kim, oh, so powerful. And I just know, we went in completely blind when we got started too. I'm like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And it was uncomfortable and weird, but I felt that the people were right. And I knew that the science was there, like you too, Kim. I'm like, these products the world needs. And I told everybody on our leader call today, you guys, I've got major FOMO going on for some stuff. Like the word's getting out. So just share. It's been said, and we've heard it over and over. We are the leaders in nutrigenomics. We are the leaders in the NERF2 pathway, the NERF1 pathway, the NAD, and how strong. And then we talk Exio and the skin. You guys could go elite on one of those products, on any of them. People have on Pet Tandem alone, on skincare alone, on NERF2 alone. So just be passionate. You heard Kim say her enthusiasm with Marisa is what caught her so big in the beginning as well. Your passion, your conviction mean more than anything. So just plug in, expose, promote, and build community is what Carrie Dickey, Master Pro 11, taught us from the beginning as well. Expose the ABC investigative report, these products, this opportunity. Promote to the next event, the next call tomorrow night, Wednesday, Super Saturday training, any of these, our calls here, any call that you guys are going to be doing or Zoom together within your organization, and build community, right? What we're doing tonight is building community. We're hearing stories, message each other, get to know each other, have a potluck with each other if you're comfortable doing that in your local area and getting together with people. Marisa and Kim getting together in their home, just the energy is real. So love you all, respecting the time. We'll get this. Michelle Voris is going to save the chat so that we all have it and can go back and look at it all. And we did record it, and it's on one person. And thanks for your patience with trying to get it, the beginning. And then we figure out, we got to go a lot faster. So Sean taking over, and bless you guys. We love you, and good evening. Let's go bless the world. Mwah! Good night, everybody. Yes, thank you, Michelle, for saving it. I'll give it another second before I end the meeting. Tell me when you're good, Michelle. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Got it. Okay. Good night.